Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing the latest release from Stone. This right here is the Stochasticity Project Grapefruit Slam IPA. Oh my god, I can't even tell you guys how many times it took me to try and say that damn word, but I finally got it out. And you're probably thinking to yourself, now, how do I know this is Stone? Clearly there's no gargoyles on the bottle, there's no typical Stone markings. Well, what's really interesting is on the side of the bottle here, it says that it is brewed and bottled by the Cook & Wagner Brewing Company. Now, they're out of Escondido, California. Who else do we know that's out of California? Specifically Escondido. Stone, of course. And just so happens that Greg Cook and Steve Wagner own the Cook & Wagner Brewing Company, and they do business as, you guessed it, Stone Brewing Company. So, for all intents and purposes, this is in fact Stone Brewing Company, even though there's pretty much no indicator of that for the most part. And this beer is really cool. I guess it's going to be one in a series of beers that they're going to put out randomly, just kind of cool creations. And in this one, you guessed it, they are using fresh grapefruit peel along with Centennial Chinook and Magnum hops. So very, very cool stuff. And this was bottled on the 30th of January. So this is under 2 weeks old at this point. So super, super fresh. I am very excited to try this one, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Wow. Damn. Oh yeah, you can smell the fresh grapefruit. I mean, it's like pure grapefruit juice almost. It's like a sweet grapefruit rind. There's a nice bit of orange in there. There's kind of a lemony zest, a slight kind of piney hop note as well. I get just a touch of caramel sweetness in there, but yeah, this thing's definitely about the hops and definitely about the grapefruit. I mean, definitely see where they got the name. It smells great, so let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh, wow. Wow. Right away, the first thing that hits is this really sweet, ripe, red grapefruit type of taste. And boy, does that linger. You actually get that mid-palate, and it even finishes with a nice lingering bitterness, like a grapefruit type of bitterness. Wow, that is very grapefruit forward. Definitely getting a little bit of that orange. It's kind of a sweet orange note. Definitely a lemony herbal type of note in there as well. Definitely get some pininess, more on the back end, along with that kind of drying, bitter grapefruit taste. But wow, this is crazy. I mean, this just tastes like, it tastes like grapefruit juice with hops, pretty much. I mean, that is just, wow, that's crazy. It's got a pretty full body, not completely full. It's on like kind of the full medium side of things. It has a nice kind of crisp, clean mouthfeel. It's got a decent amount of carbonation, not over the top though, and it finishes decently dry, very, very bitter, lingering aftertaste. But wow, this is just, it's kind of got that slight acidic note when you get a real fresh grapefruit as well. Man, this thing is just packed full of grapefruit. You get a little bit of malt in the back end, but not much. This thing's definitely very hop forward and very, very grapefruit forward. Super easy to drink, very refreshing. Because of how bitter and dry it is, it just keeps making you want to come back for another sip. And that ABV, completely hidden. I don't taste it, I don't smell it. I get a tiny bit of warminess goes down, but man, not bad at all. Very tasty stuff, and I gotta say, I am definitely looking forward to seeing what else they're going to come up with. I mean, that grapefruit taste is just wow. I will say though, it does seem to take over the hops just a little bit, which is kind of surprising, but that just goes to show you how much grapefruit they must have used in this beer. I mean, that's crazy. As far as the rating goes, guys, I'm going with a 9 out of 10. If you're a fan of grapefruit, this beer is going to be something that you love. If you don't like grapefruit, it actually might be something to avoid. But yeah, it's got those big citrusy notes. It's got a little bit of pininess, just a touch of malt, and then it hides the alcohol. Very easy to drink. Very tasty stuff. Can't wait to see what the next project entails. Alright guys, so for my musical recommendation tonight, I want you guys to check out a group by the name of Electric Moon and their 2010 record, Lunatics. They are kind of a psychedelic, jam, spacey type of group. They have some really heavy stuff. They have some really like spacey, long jams. I think every song is basically 10 to 15 minutes long. Very, very cool stuff. A throwback to some of the 70s stuff as well. If you like psychedelic rock, I highly suggest it. Alright guys, that does it for this beer review. And remember, I hope whatever you do involves good craft beer. See ya.